Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time. NBL 1 men's action between your very own Bendigo Braves and the Hobart Huskies. First up this evening, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Huskies at number 4, Jack Stanleys, number 6, Sam Yule, number 7, Zachary White, number 8, Tammy Dufelman, number 9, Matthew Young, number 10, Elijah Paulson, number 11, Jacob Richards, number 12, Jordan Hargrave, number 14,
to what's going to be a magnificent game here at the Bendigo Stadium. It is NBL 1 action between the Bendigo Braves and the Hobart Huskies. I'm Brian Coughlin, and this is Kyle Dundas.
Great to be here, Coggo. Friday night hoops, where would you rather be?
This is it, mate, and I'll tell you what, we've got a little bit happening as the Braves men make their way out. If you missed the Braves women, it was 79-72, a win for the Braves women over the Hobart Huskies. And let's have a look at the boys as they make their way out here at the Bendigo Stadium. Great initiative this year, Kyle. They bring a little fella out with them too, which I think is great.
Absolutely, get the young kids involved.
So Tanner Rayner makes his way out for the Braves.
At number 10, sponsored by the Bendigo Bank, Jordan Manker.
As the boys do their best work. It's coming out to
12, sponsored by High Street X-Ray,
Jake Cowling, who's been just terrific this year. I think since he lost the man bun, he's been even better. Matty Johnston's another one that's been consistent with his free-throw shooting and also three-pointers, so another asset for the Braves as he makes his way up. Matt Andronicus, I think sometimes when you make people captain, you're not sure how they're going to handle the pressure. He's been fantastic. As Kyle's forgotten to talk to me, here's the next one as he makes his way out. Deontay Burton, as the crowd loves this man. Another import that's really settled into the Braves way of life here and been very consistent.
He is feeling very comfortable in the point guard position, Coggo.
Matty Bartlett's another one, small guard.
Yeah, he comes in off the bench and delivers the goods most weeks.
Yeah, it certainly does. Here's the import, just played the 2 games, this will be his second, Muo, and he started badly last week, but really started to kick on towards the end, so we'll see how the recruit. He's got a hairstyle that would look pretty good on you, actually.
Yeah, thanks, Coggo. Chris
Hogan, what an outstanding player he's been. His brother coaches David, played over 350 games and just missed a casual. Look at him.
Yeah, the veteran. And Coach Hogan's gone with the grey suit tonight. He likes to mix things up. Looks very sharp.
He does. Ray Turner's made his way in. And we'll get it stuck into the national anthem very soon at the Bendigo Stadium. And again, not far away from tip-off for what's going to be an absolute ripping game.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea, our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty.
Yeah, work, Michael McIver. He sings it a lot, but when you do things a lot, it's easy to stuff it up. He never does it. Very consistent. So nice rendition of the national anthem. 2 teams here. We'll get some ladder positions off you if we can.
Yes, Coggo, the Braves currently sitting in 9th position with a even Steven, 3 wins and 3 losses. And the Huskies are down somewhat down the bottom with 15th with 1 win and 4 losses.
Really doesn't mean much, really, with the obviously the competition into round 5 and so many teams in the comp.
Absolutely, the teams are still sort of finding their feet, figuring out their rotations, and it's still early days in the season, that's for sure. I've got a fun fact for you, Coggo.
I like a good fun fact.
Yeah, so the Huskies. So earlier tonight we had the women play with Duffelmeyer suiting up for the Braves and playing a very good game. We've also got and I understand it's Bianca's brother playing in the Huskies, number 52, okay. Duffelmeyer.
Right, is that in the Huskies, is it?
Yeah.
I've got him down as Brown, so I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look at that on the official team sheet.
Well, the parents here, and I'll have more sources who've actually chatted to the Duffelmeyer parents, and so I've been told a massive fib.
I reckon you've been told a fib, mate.
Well, there's Duffelmeyer up on the screen, Coggo, so I think there's merit in it.
Yeah, well, there's probably merit in it because of the fact that I haven't got that written down. There you go. Duffelmeyer. Well, I should be used to it by now. Well, I actually saw Bianca Duffelmeyer talking to her mum, so yeah, clearly that'd be the reason. She's got her money's worth tonight.
Yeah, well, the parents probably have to switch sides on who they're supporting, so they've found their way up to the Huskies end for the men's game.
So we had a women's match before, NBL 1. You can watch the replay on the NBL 1's website. It was a win for the Braves women by 7 over the Hobart Huskies, and it's a pretty good game, Kyle.
An amazing game, Coggo. Huskies had the game early. They were leading at half time. They were working the ball inside really well, and then the Braves women, the speed in the second half just overran the Huskies. But fantastic game of basketball. It was an elite match.
So the boys will do their best work here on the Super U camera right across Australia and the world through YouTube. I did notice that the youngster Dyson Daniels not playing, which is a little bit disappointing. Possibly got some work to do in other tournaments, I would think.
I've got a feeling he does have some national commitments, Coggo, so that might be the reason that Dyson's not playing tonight. But the players leading the points for both teams. Ray Turner, he's averaging 20.5 points per game for the Braves.
Yep.
And Jalen Adams is averaging 23.2 points per game for the Huskies.
So good crowd coming in too. We had a nice crowd for the women. And whilst a few, believe it or not, just come to watch the women, there's a lot that come to watch the men. So good crowd stayed here for this match. And the hard thing about it is the stadium holds 4,200. So, in any other stadium that might hold 500, this is a packed house.
It is.
Maybe not here, but it's a packed house.
It is. It's very deceiving how many people are here because it is such a great stadium, an elite stadium that, it is deceiving that there are a lot of people here tonight, but it doesn't look that way with the amount of empty seats. But I'm sure we'll get a few more trickle in. The traffic's probably the factor tonight, Coggo.
Yeah,
bit of traffic around Bendigo.
So, bit of talent on the sidelines too for the Braves men. Justin Cass is a Hall of Famer here. Played over 300 games. Taylor Bell's beside him, who's played over 350 games. You'll see him with the beard. We'll catch up with him too, by the way, at half-time, Taylor. And obviously, it's good to have some retired players around the group.
Yeah, just that experience, Coggo. Always just some older heads, just to settle the younger guys coming through. I actually got to play with Tanner Rayner in the CBL. He's a great young bloke, good head on his shoulders, mature beyond his age.
Yeah, that's right. And the other thing is too is that Taylor Flint, who is one of the referees that's walking this way as we speak, she has just picked up an award, Taylor, and that was magnificent. There she is, there in the middle. Fantastic effort. And catch up with her at some stage and have a yak. Maybe not tonight, but it's just good that we recognise that the refs and just what a wonderful job they do.
Yeah, she does the. She wouldn't be far away from NBL.
You wouldn't think so.
Yeah, no. Well, she does the WNBL very well. So, yeah, she would not be far away from an NBL call-up, you would think.
So starting 5 for the Hobart team, Ewell, also White. You'll see Richards out there, as well as Adams and also Stanwicks. Just choking here, I'm all right. And starting 5, you can see Chris Hogan's in there, Matt Bartlett, Muo, as well as Ray Turner and Deontay Burton. We are ready. Here's the Braves men. Just about set. Good crowd. Good night. Shall be a good game.
Here we go, Colgo.
Tip off for the stadium. Ref found something. He'll go back to where they were. Replay. We haven't got a replay on our screen, but that's as quick as we can get it. Not sure what we're waiting for. Everybody's ready. Okay, here we go. So, same thing again. That was the replay.
Yeah, false start, but a replication of what we saw.
Let's have a look at Burton now. Muo started off slow, the recruit. Import. Let's see if he can start well. He's from the corner, doesn't get there. Hands with Hobart. And they'll set up. Ewell, Stanwicks. Gives it off. Always good for the opposing team here in Bendigo to get a start. Nice little hook over pass. Gives it to Ewell. He's not going anywhere. The clock's starting to wind down. He has a long shot for 3 and gets it in.
Jeez, that's a way to start the game, isn't it, Coggo? Deep
Nice
three-pointer.
Can they do the same thing, Ray? Add a little bit of oil on the hands, I think. He might have got a little touch there as well. So it'll be with the Braves. Hogan thought about giving it to him in the paint. This one's a little higher, so Bartlett. Starting off a little smaller tonight, Braves starting 5 than what they're used to. Hogan, done this before, can do it again. 3 points, Chris Hogan, yes, and pops it in.
Bang, bang up both ends to start the game.
Great start at the Bendigo Stadium, NBL 1 action, thanks to Coolabah Turf. Tried to push all the way with Stanwicks. Gave it to his mate Ewell, who popped the 3 in before. Can he do it again? Not this time. Muir trying to get some game time into his legs, the import. Bartlett liked Ray Turner. He pushes everyone around, dummied everybody, including us. This time Moa for a couple, can't get there.
Moa still finding his feet back in Bendigo.
Adams. Here's White. White thought about it. Gives it across. Nice little push from Richards. Gets there. Couple for the Huskies.
Nice little fall-away jumper.
Just see what the Braves are trying to do here. Raising the paint where he possibly should be. Bartlett needs a bit of help. Gee, it's open there for the big fella. Doesn't get there, Burton. Lots of looks for the Braves so far.
Yeah, some good ball movement. Some off-ball screens are looking good.
So Ewell. Here's Richards again. He started well.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice little fall-away Jay again. Don't mind if I do.
So Bartlett. They look good around the perimeter and ring. Just can't get it in. Trail by 4. This should make it a little easier. Ray Turner will push to the line. Doesn't this time. Gets the points. Takes the foul.
It's a pretty high percentage play for the Braves to go inside to Turner. He's hard to stop when you get it into him down on the block.
Well, lately he's been scoring from outside that and still doing okay, but it's not his strength. And as you said, the paint, the strength in there from him is his strength, if that made sense.
He has developed a jumper. I have noticed since his time in the Sydney Kings, he's come back and he's a much more higher percentage from mid-range.
So the captain says we've got to get our act together. Got to lead by the front, Ray Turner, and does good pressure on Turner there. Stanwicks. Ewell. Already banged a three-banger. Thought about it, went one way, back the other. He's got everybody confused. Still a white ball off Burton's hand.
Braves are playing a half-court trap D early, trying to force a few turnovers, get a few cheap points.
Just asking Kyle once again, what the hell is a trap D?
Half-court zone press. Does that make sense to you?
Well, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's not going to make sense to anybody else. But that was good. I like that. Here's Adams. We're behind it. Someone's blown the car horn. Bartlett will go again. So, Muo thought about it. Hogan never thinks about it, just gets it in.
Chris Hogan could be in for a big night tonight. 2 early threes. Sign of things to come, maybe.
Well, he's best from that point anyway, has been for forever. I'll tell you what, this kid's in good form as well as Richards.
Yeah, that's 3 really good mid-range jumpers.
He's got 6 so far. Hogan's got 6 as well. So Muo. Crowd's watching him with interest. Here's Burton. We know he's all right. He lost the ball. He dragged the foul.
He's very strong on the drive, Burton. It's a real art to draw the foul as well.
Free throw shooting is not his greatest strength, but he might just turn around to me and give me 2 pies and the 1 sauce here. Let's see how he goes. He got the first one in anyway.
I'm backing him. I'm backing him for the second. You get pie on your face here, Coggo.
Yep. Been practicing Deontay through the week. To the lead. Braves on your Super U scoreboard. Richards being good white. Pushes like what we see from White. Couple more to him and the team.
Yeah, they're far too open, just inside that mid-range area. An easy pass in and turn and look for the Huskies.
Bartlett thought about it. Ref's found something. Maybe a little push, but it's on Turner.
Noticing the Huskies are really emphasising the defence when it goes into Turner, which makes complete sense. They've done their scout well.
Johnston into the game, and Andronicus, co-captain's in there as well. David Hogan just explaining a few things to Big Ray Turner. So that's how they line up. No changes for the Hobart boys as yet. Richards been good. Over to the corner. Here's Adams for 3. Yes, easy done.
Yes, they overcommitted on the inside, left the outside open. They really need to fix up the D, the Braves.
Kyle Dundas. This is a little dunk by the great man, Andronicus.
Awesome seal by Andronicus there.
So, they've worked hard. White, not that time. Good first term. Muo pushes White out of the way, says, I'll have a go now. Doesn't get there. Who got the hand on it? It'll be Duffelmeyer. We've said that name in the women's game, but that's her brother. Doesn't get there. Burton tries to push the line. Few to beat. Doesn't get there. Gets it on Andronicus. Let's call it teamwork.
That is a fantastic move by Burton. Bit of razzle-dazzle down the floor.
Stanwicks. Probably at this standard should have got that. Had a little bit of pressure on him. Muo wants to impress for his new club. Hogan's been impressive for 350 odd games. Gets it back and he pops it in. How's this? Doesn't get there. Went too quick. Andronicus. That's 4 looks.
That's not good for your field goal percentage if you're Andronicus there, Coggo.
No. Both teams have been under pressure around the ring. Probably no more than what we just saw. This is White. Andronicus hard to beat. Adams thinks about it, has to go now, gets it nowhere near the ring, but White will retrieve. So they set up again. Duffelmeyer got Andronicus to beat everyone, including us. So how about that from White? Good points for White.
He's it was Richards, wasn't it? Richards from the outside?
Richards, sorry, yes.
Yeah, well, he's racked up a few points earlier. He did it 9 points.
It's Andronicus, easy basket, easy points. Geez, we've got a cracker. The women's game was fantastic, but this game certainly is climbing to a certain standard as well. Here we go for 3. Doesn't get there off the ring. Oh, comes back to Johnston. Hands of Stanwicks. Burton. Muo, he's got a few to beat, probably needs to set up, can't get a handle on it. Now he does, Andronicus. Ref has found a little travel on the big man.
If you were in the NBA, you'd get away with that.
You would.
They don't really call them out there that far.
So Jake Cowling will take Muo's spot.
Didn't mind Muo though, he was aggressive. He was prepared to take a few shots and take it to the rack. You've got to do that. Find your groove early.
Well, it's a team game. A lot of imports that come to any club will want to score and score heavily. Little trip, little push might be the foul, I would suggest.
Just a sideline ball. Not quite going to the basket.
So the coach of the coach of Hobart calls a timeout. First one, absolutely nothing in it first term for coolturf.com.au. Both defensively have been very, very good. That is very loud.
Yeah, I would not like to know the decibel reading on that, Coggo. Hurting the eardrums.
Yeah, stings a little bit. What are your thoughts on the first part of this first term?
Well, both teams are still sort of finding each other out. 17 apiece is probably... It has been a very even start to things. Chris Hogan from Deeps looked very good. And then Richards up the other end, the mid-ranges, and then the long bomb as well. So both teams are still trying to get into the groove a little bit.
Good crowd tonight. You can see on your Super U screen there. So off and racing, back into it. Hargrave's taken the court for the Huskies. Richards being good, won't make it this time. Hogan got it stolen off him. Little push shove and Hogan's back into it. The two 12s beat each other up. So Burton, good defensive pressure. Stanwicks wasn't going to make it easy for him. Hargrave's doing the same thing and he steals it this time. Stanwicks. Push to the line again. Hargrave got a little hand on it. Pretty lucky there, the Huskies. Here we go from the corner. Goes over the back. The boys on the beanbag say, I'll have a throw.
I was going to say that 5 that were on the court with the Huskies, they were a lot shorter than the Braves, and the Braves were obviously trying to work it inside to Andronicus with a height and strength advantage. But Huskies have made a sub.
So both teams throwing a few plays around to get that right combination. Muo back, as you said, for Chris Hogan. Here's Johnston. He loves it here. Not quite this time.
He's usually a dead-eye deck, Coggo.
He is. Young. Drives it in. Nice work. Muo was good. Couldn't defend the points though. Muo, this is good. Andronicus says, thanks, mate. We're starting to get our act together as a team.
Awesome seal by Andronicus. There's a real disadvantage there. Andronicus has got the strength down low.
So Duffelmeyer. Young, we're right behind it for 3. No. Hands back there with Hargrave. Been good since he whipped onto the court. Been on a minute. Duffelmeyer pushes. Cowling gets there right round the back. Nice points, Duffelmeyer for the Huskies.
Very silky skills by Duffelmeyer.
So nothing in it as we get towards quarter time. Push, push, push from Burton. Has a go himself, doesn't get there. Would have liked some points before the quarter. Tied up, still time. Adams got a few to beat here. If he can get through, it's a good basket. Doesn't get there. He'll have another go at it. No. Has he have another go? He does. 3 looks for Adams, 2 points.
Third time lucky. It was very good aggression on the boards. Wanted it more than everyone else.
So Braves will want a basket out of this, Kyle, and also to slow that clock down.
We've got about a 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Burton, Muo, this will be good. One, not there, little handoff. That was from Johnston. Would have looked good on the footy field. Here is Johnston for 3, and it's there!
Massive way to finish the quarter.
It is indeed. That is quarter time at the Bendigo Stadium. It still is the Huskies by 1. Cracking game. And certainly ladder positions really don't mean anything these days.
No, they don't. As we saw with the women earlier tonight, Coggo, the Huskies, who were 5th, really took it up to the first place Braves. But we've got Braves who are in 9th and the Huskies here 15th.
So 9 versus 15.
And the Huskies have only got 1 win for the season, but they look better than that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you're right. And I think that's what's going to happen all season, is that you're going to come up against teams that you're not going to match up again, regardless of whether they're 15th or 2nd. It won't matter. And just the way it is, that's basketball, you know that.
It is, and especially early on in the season, it's hard to gauge because you've played teams who potentially are going to finish quite high up the ladder, and then you may... In the Braves instance, they might have played the weaker side. So you just don't know early in the year. So as games come on, the ladder will sort of take a bit more shape and you'll start to have a bit more understanding who the really solid teams are and who aren't.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. But again, very, very nice standard what we've seen in this first term.
I think the main takeaway from that quarter for me, Coggo, is both ends uncontested shots are the ones that are dropping from the 3-point line, from mid-ranges. If you've got a hand in the face, they're not seeming to drop. So, but that ball movement and getting someone open, that's where the money is. That's where the points are coming from.
So thanks to Coolabah Turf, Mr. Wolf watches.
They are good watches, aren't they, Cody? Do you have one?
No, I haven't, but it's coming apparently, so look forward to that.
Wow, nice.
Old style watches where you've actually got to look at it. You've got to work out what time it is. I like that. So it's the Huskies by 1. The setup for the Braves, a little different. Tanner Rayner is in the game with Jake Cowling.
Got a very nice shot on him, Tanner.
Yeah, here we go. Nice and quick. Adams pops it in, got a few to beat. Good job, Adams, for the Huskies.
Looks very athletic, Adams.
So Turner has the man in the paint. There he is there, Cowling. Doesn't get there, got a couple to beat, won't beat them. Good defence, Huskies. They move it quick. Hargrave, bit of a live wire too. Young goes for it, doesn't get there. Good hands, easy basket though in the end for White. As you would say, Kyle just left themselves open.
Yeah, it did indeed.
So Rayner, White got a hand. He's been good so far, White, defensively and offensively.
Doing it both ends of the court.
Hargrave for 3, no. Man at the back was all right though. In Young, Duffelmeyer shows a few party tricks, has a crack, nearly gets there. Who's got some hands there? It'll be a Braves ball.
I really like the aggression from the Huskies this quarter. They've come out hard. They want the ball. So the Braves need to resurrect things and just settle the troops, get some cheap buckets,
So set up. They trail by 5. The Braves. Braves women had a win tonight, 79-72 over the Huskies women. Cowling, replay NBL 1, by the way, if you want to have a look. Turner pushes, got 3 to beat. Is he good enough? Who's got the hands? Little volleyball in there, Kyle. Heard the buzzer yourself. Duffelmeyer for a couple. Great work back there by Burton.
Climbs upstairs, Burton.
If that doesn't fire up the Braves, nothing will. Here's Duffelmeyer again. Turn around.
It's a tough shot. Fall away jumper.
Yep.
Barely having a look at the ring.
It was Young that missed out. Burton being the traffic cop. Wants his man in the paint. Not quite there, Moa. Taylor got it taken off him. I should say Turner taken off him illegally.
So just looking at the last couple of sets from the Braves, Coggo, Turner, when he sets an on-ball screen, he probably looks more like he's going to get the ball back. So I was watching the Huskies and they triple teamed him when Turner was down on the base. So they're obviously doubling down on that defense. But when Turner comes up and sets that on-ball screen, it frees him up a little bit more. So I can see the Braves doing that a lot more throughout the second quarter.
Friday night NBL 1 basketball at the Bendigo Stadium. Been practicing his free throw shooting as well as Ray Turner. Need the points, gain a couple.
Did you back him there, Coggo?
No, I didn't. I should though. More faith in the Braves men. Huskies have been desperate, need to be. Duffelmeyer, White. This boy's been good. Richards gets that easy.
You can tell what Richards has been working on at training this week. Just the mid-range fall-aways. Money every time.
Tanner from Bartlett to Turner. Muo. He's going to try and go himself. He gives it back to Mangan. Rayner. This clock's getting to the dangerous stage. Still at 3 seconds too. So
plenty of time to get a good look here. Should run a couple off-ball screens to get someone open.
Big Ray has a go from the corner. Not this time. Duffelmeyer puts a hand out. Does very well. Oh, great work by Turner back there. Crowd loves it. Like a basket to finish. Bartlett gives it to him. Still got it, Turner. Nice work by White back there. This is a cracker, this game.
That would have been a nice finish there if Turner just finished up with a 2.
So Mangan, good to see him get some time. Muo, no for Muo.
Looked all right off the hand though.
Stanwicks, Huskies go forward. Offensively good tonight. White, refs found something. Might be a little push on Rayner. Oh, sorry, a push from him, I should say.
I've got to say for the Huskies, Stanwicks and Duffelmeyer have great handles. They look good bringing the ball up the floor. They're going to be hard to guard.
So let's see how they set up. Nice work back there, Richards to White. White has a crack. Easy done, he says. And White just moving up. 6 for him, 11 for Richards. He's the first one in the double figures out of both sides. Here's Muo for the boys in blue. Mangan. Ray says, give it to me and I'll see what I can do for my team. He lost it. Still got it in possession.
Great defence by White. Stood his ground. Didn't let Turner muscle his way into the key.
Out to 7 points here, the Huskies. Need to do some work, the boys in blue. What have they got up their sleeve? Ray Turner. Muo just prowling around the paint. Here's Turner. That's better. The crowd says, come on, Ray. Let's get these boys in blue going. See if they can get a run, mind you. He was good, Stanwicks. He'll have a go for 3. Not this time, Muo. Good hands, starting to feel his way into the game.
That's a let-off for the Braves, an open three-point shot like that.
It is. Mangan, little blind turn, didn't fool anyone. Bartlett gets little help. Uo thought about it. Clock's okay. Starting to get a dangerous period now. Here's Burton, got to go, got to do it. Doesn't. Mangan couldn't get a hand on it. Should have done better that time. Stanwicks, little dummy to the corner, gets the foul and the points. He's a live wire, Stanwicks.
He is. He's got a good step. Great handles. Very good handle. Got the ball on a string.
Thanks to Coolabah Turf. Live local action here in Bendigo. Super U live streaming. And probably a timely timeout. 7 the lead for the Huskies.
Yeah, just got to steady the troops a little bit here. You don't want the lead to get too far out in the second quarter. I'd be, I mean, the two guards for the Huskies, Duffenmeyer and Stanwicks, they've got great handles. You got to step off them a little bit. Not give them that three-point shot, but if you guard them too closely, they're going to blast you around, get around you, and find an opening. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Braves come out and guard those two, Stanwicks and Duffenmeyer.
They're the two, but again, I mean, their action is to move in fairly quickly. No one's taken any time for the Huskies to shoot. They've obviously done their homework, and they feel as though the blokes, the Braves men, just a touch slow when it comes to defence. When you look at the lead now by 7, they could be right.
Yeah, exactly right. They're shutting down Turner incredibly well. They've obviously done the scout. They know Turner's the go-to. Clock winding down. You want the ball in Turner's hands. And they're applying great defence. They're applying great pressure, making it very hard for Turner.
Well, I'm sure the Braves, with David Hogan, the coach, would not want to hear that. But I think you're right. They are a little bit one-dimensional.
They've definitely got options, though. They've got potency around the arc. It's just a matter of playing to the other people's strengths.
Burton just needs to get something to get his team going. Bartlett goes for 3, not this time. And Adams. Move it well. Let's see if they suck a little bit of the clock up now. White, he'll push to the line. He's been good, not that time. Mangan back there. Good minutes for him, for the Braves in this game. Here's Burton. Does it easy! Deontay Burton! Just up the other end. Oh, rolls out. It's off hands. It'll still be a white ball. What about that?
That was massive.
Where did that come from?
He nearly took the ring with him. He jammed it that hard.
I think I've done an octave, yelling and screaming.
He climbed upstairs, that's for sure.
There was a ladder no one saw.
Yeah.
Crowd's a little hushed. Stanwicks back
That's
to
what you
White.
come to see, though.
Yeah, you do. We're seeing a lot of it in NBL 1. Check out the highlights if you get a chance. NBL 1 Twitter as well as Instagram. Tries to go the way as White. He did well. Nice return for the Huskies, and White still out by 8.
White's hit a couple of long ranges now. Braves need to step up, guarding that shot.
Here's Bartlett, pushes to the line. That's much better. Matty Bartlett. Assistant coach will join us at half-time. Taylor Bell for the Braves. Adams tries to go all the way and does. He's been good too, Adams.
He's up to 10 now, 11 points for Adams.
Well, he's got 11, so has Richards, and for the Braves men, Andronicus is on 8. Here we go, Bartlett again for 3, not this time. Geez, he gets up high, Adams. And he'll push, he's got a few to beat. Uses White. Back to Ewell, this is long, it's not good. Andronicus, we all thought possibly was the first one with a hand. We ain't got a replay, so Richards can pray for the Huskies, but they don't change their mind that often. In fact, never.
Unless we're in the NBA again, Coggo. Then you got the screens,
Yes, you do.
but you also take five minutes to make a decision. Not fun.
We don't want that. 8's the lead for the Huskies. Nice screen from Hogan. He's got a few to beat. He's given it back to Hogan. Bartlett tries to push his Hogan. Dummies. Pass was on. They knew what they wanted. Andronicus just went the wrong way.
Wasn't bad ball movement there by the Braves.
Duffelmeyer tried to catch everyone off guard there. Matt Bartlett said, I'm here, mate. I'm not going anywhere. Pushes on. Screen from White. Might have got a little shove on him. Young Bartlett, so the foul is on him.
Foul on Matt Bartlett.
I've got to say, the Braves do look better with both Turner and Andronicus on the floor, because it forces the Huskies defence to have two big men that they've got to deal with, which gives Turner a bit more opportunity, a bit more freedom, but also Andronicus is looking very good inside. So,
a little push from Duffelmeyer. I reckon the coach of the Tassie lads actually thought that himself, that he got no sympathy anyway, Duffelmeyer, from his coach.
No. Bartlett did accentuate that a little bit.
As you do.
Yep, of course. Just let the umpire know.
8 the lead for the Huskies. Second term action. Oh, Hogan got hooked up and was probably seen first to do that. So
you see that a lot in basketball, Coggo, where there's an offensive foul called up one end, and then 5 seconds later, there's another one up the other end.
Not an even up thing, is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. A bit of an even up thing. It's amazing how common it is.
Take your word for it, Kyle Dundas. Here at the Bendigo Stadium, round 5 NBL 1 action. Richards, little bobble. White's got no problem tonight with that. Look at that, another couple for the Huskies.
Very good find by Richards. Can't leave Adams open.
9th versus 15th. What a cracker. Chris Hogan gives it away. They've had to do a lot of work. No points, but the foul will be Ray Turner's way. White's been good. He'll take a break for the Huskies.
Well-deserved break. He's been good.
Young back in. So Bartlett. Crowd would like some points, and they'd like them now. Chris Hogan, thank you, sir.
Great drive by Chris Hogan. Reduces the margin to 8.
So, needs some action. Defensively, that is. Burton pushes. Just had good hands down there. That may have come off Ray Turner, and it has.
10 seconds to go on the shot clock. See what the Huskies manufacture here.
Next home game for the Braves too against Geelong on a Sunday, May 12. That'd be Mother's Day, wouldn't it?
I think you might be right.
Second Sunday in May always.
It's a blockbuster against the Supercats.
Duffelmeyer. We're in slow motion. Big Ray. He's got 3 blokes behind him from the Huskies. He thinks he can push all the way. Gives it Andronicus. Pops it in for a couple.
Great little dish.
And Bartlett takes it away. Sorry, Kyle. Across to Hogan. Back to Bartlett. Probably just need to relax a bit. They've got the ball. He'll push. Thought about going all the way. Burton. Clock's having a little wind down rather quickly. Everyone tells him to go. He gets some points for Ray Turner, plus the foul.
That is a huge defensive play from Bartlett. The Braves needed that coming into the halftime break. That's the difference from being down by 10 at halftime and being down by 2 or 3.
Well, they should give Bartlett a slap on the back for that. I mean, that just turns the tide. When you're struggling by 10, you're back to 6. These are the things that can turn the game. The 1%ers, as you would say, Kyle. So nice work, Ray Turner.
Reduces the margin to 3 points.
Some defensive action required. And the Huskies, coach is very non-emotional on the sidelines for the Huskies. Now he is. I spoke too soon. Just about got in the ref's way. Here's Duffelmeyer. He winds the clock down. Tries to go all the way. It was... oh, no. Buzzer's got him anyway. Andronicus has clunked his head by the look of things. He's on the ground back here. As they settle down again, it's 4-on-5 because Andronicus is laying prostate on the court up the other end. Here's Bartlett for a couple. Drags the foul. And they did it 4-on-5.
Andronicus is he's feeling a little bit groggy after that.
I'll tell you what, he's a big boy too, so he must have hit his head pretty hard. He'll take a little break, and Muo.
Let's hope Andronicus is okay. Not only just for his health, but also he's very important in this lineup tonight.
I think he's put a dent in the floor. Just checking the floor there.
Have we got a tremor, a reading on the tremor from that one?
He's hurt his neck. Yeah, boys are just giving that a bit of a clean. And the ladies do a good job. Just got to wait till we get a... These are mops have changed over the years. They used to be old household jobs. Look at them now. Bit spiffy. Ref's not happy though.
Now, it's got to be perfect. You don't want to have another injury like that. You don't wish that upon anyone.
So Bartlett. This will set them up for the half-time buzzer, the Braves. Bartlett. Not that time. Little hush over the crowd. Tassie people watching at home, Hobart I should say, couldn't give a fat rat's. They want their team to regain some form of lead. Well, that's too wasted, but it might be just what he wanted. Very lucky. Bartlett.
Hasn't that worked out well for the Braves?
Yeah, look, it has.
You missed two. In the NBL, you'd be giving away Hungry Jack's cheeseburgers. And now they've got an N1 play.
Trouble for Matty Bartlett. This is always going to be on Facebook as he shakes his head. Anyway, it's all good. All tied up. Bendigo Stadium. I think we've only got...
That's now a 10-0 run to the Braves. It was 40-30 a couple of minutes ago.
Tried to steal there was Turner. Haven't got a great deal of time on this clock. You can see it on your Super U scoreboard. Hargrave tries to push to the line. Went a little bit too far. I reckon that one bounced off his scon. Off Adams.
That would have been a massive putback dunk from Adams.
So
he got some serious hang time there.
He did. Taylor Flint says, Matt Bartlett, stand right there and take this thing called a basketball. Here we go.
We've got 1.5 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock as Matty Bartlett winds it down.
Bartlett, it's all right to be cute like this, but you wouldn't want to lose it. Little screen from the great man, Ray Turner. Hogan's back there. Bartlett's going to push to the line and try and go all the way. Doesn't. We heard a little clunk in there. Who got the hand on it? Thought it was Ray Turner. And Young's looking at him from the Huskies going, really? Again. And that's the fourth for Young, which is he's really in dangerous territory there.
Yeah, Huskies would be spewing there. You wouldn't want someone to pick up their fourth with 0.9 to go in the first half too. That's not ideal.
So, hard to believe they were 10 down. Got a minute 50 on the clock, second term. Come back to lead by 1 and possibly 2 as Ray Turner delivers. Not much to go. They might just say that'll do us half-time. It is a lead for the Braves. How about that? 2 over the Huskies. Half-time thanks to Coolabah Turf, Graham Jacker Holden in Maryborough here in Victoria, and also Mr. Wolf Watches, Kyle Dundas.
Yeah, mate. Well, the final parts of that second quarter, 12-0 run. Amazing from the Braves.
12-0 run, was it?
Yeah,
I thought I was going to say that to you, yeah.
12-0 run to the Braves to go into the half-time break. So the Huskies will be absolutely spitting chips at that. They held a great lead. But defensive end is where the Braves were working really hard, and they probably deserve to be somewhat even for how hard they worked on the defensive end. They just lifted their hustle plays. It was, good viewing.
Yeah, nice viewing. Braves women had a win tonight, 79-72 over the Hobart Huskies. Great game too. Great standard of women's basketball. If you haven't had a look at a game this year, do yourself a little favour and jump on the NBL 1 website. Check out one of the games. Some big ones coming across the weekend as well. I'm going to catch up with Taylor Bell very soon and have a bit of a yak about just how things panned out in that first half here. You get a break this weekend too, the Braves. They'll have a break and then we'll be back next weekend with a couple.
Yeah, was it the Super Cats in a couple of weeks' time?
Super Cats, yep.
Yeah, which is massive. It's it's like Ballarat, really. You don't want to lose to Geelong, being a regional city. So massive rivalry there.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And again, I mean, they're one of the powers of the competition, have been for a long time. Geelong, so are Ballarat, and it's always a rivalry that you want to win, don't you?
Yeah, you do. There's a little bit extra. Although the players won't admit it, there's the competitive juices just add a little bit going into those massive rivalry matches.
They certainly do. Taylor Bell is the assistant coach of the Bendigo Braves in season 2019 after a decorated career. He whips the headphones on and the mic, and he joins us here on the Super U commentary box. Taylor, up and down second term, wasn't it? You're down by 10, you're up by 2. What was said when you were down by 10?
For us, I think I touched on it last week, it all starts on the defensive end for us. We want to hold teams under 80 points, so we're on track for that, but I just don't think we're playing the brand of basketball that we want to play. They're getting any shot they want quite easily, and we're just not really setting the tone, especially against a young group like this, so we need to work a lot harder than what we are at the moment.
What do you feel the catalyst was on the defensive end for the Braves to make that turnaround?
DJ gave the boys a bit of a spray, and Deontay, who is actually quite a good defender, stepped it up a little bit there, but we need to do that across the board. It can't just be one guy, so we need to do a much better job of that in the third quarter and try and pull away a little bit here.
The other thing too, Taylor, is the fact that we see the dunks and they're fantastic. We love it. We make the highlights. But you'd want some consistency around the dunks. You also want your lighter shots and your setups and that. The dunks are good, but you need everything else to go with it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm a defensive-minded person, so
yep.
I think when we get good stops and flow into our offense, we get good shots and good looks, and it kind of sets the tone for us. So when we struggle on the defensive end, our energy offensively kind of flows with that. And as you said, dunks like Deontay's there, which is fantastic. Kind of keeps us in the game a little bit and keeps us there, but it's not the brand we want to be playing.
Any updates on Andronicus? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's all right. He took a bit of a knock to the back of the head, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, it is. Good crowd here tonight, mate. They're all behind you. Let's hope you get a win. Second half action coming up soon. Taylor Bell from the Bendigo Braves, thank you.
Thanks, lads.
Assistant coach Taylor Bell from the Braves men's side. They lead by 2. We're going to take a break thanks to Coolabah Turf and also Mr. Wolf Watches, as well as Graham Jacker Holden. We'll come back shortly and let you know what is happening. Second half NBL 1 action. It's round 5. Back soon.
It's funny, I was going to do the exact same routine. I'm glad I didn't do that. Because I do it slightly with less enthusiasm. Hey, we've got a special birthday shout out. One of our partners, the Bendigo Marketplace, the heap of people here for Moksha's birthday. They're up on the mezzanine. We've got the balloons going up there. Happy birthday, Moksha. Can we sing happy birthday? Is that cool? All right, I'll lead you guys, all right? birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marsha. Happy birthday to you. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. forget, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game, all the name of Bendigo Food Shipment and their Bendigo Bank meals in May campaign. Volunteers floating around with collection tins, please get your loose change and put it in the tin. Bendigo Food Share helping roughly 8,800 Central Victorians every week that are struggling with food poverty. We heard some stories earlier from Kathy, just absolutely heartbreaking and devastating stories. And what Bendigo Food Share are doing with the Million Meals in May campaign is nothing short of amazing. If they raise $67,000, ladies and gentlemen, they will be able to feed 1 million Central Victorians. The work they're doing is sensational. Please dig into your pockets. The volunteers are getting around in the bright yellow vests collecting money. Please give.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Big match here at the Bendigo Stadium. What's going to turn out to be a very close one, I've got a feeling. It's a couple of points the lead to the Bendigo Braves over the Hobart Huskies. Ryan Coglan with Kyle Dundas. Bit of a look around at half-time, mate. What are your thoughts?
Plenty going on, Coggo. Coffees are brewing.
The coffees are very much brewing, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Keeping the fans going into the second half.
Well, it's getting to the stage of the year where you actually need to have a coffee at night because it's a bit cool.
Each their own, Coggo. I like to keep mine before 10 a.m, but, you know.
Keep you young, mate. Coffee, don't worry about that.
Do whatever you need. It's going to be a big second half,
Yeah,
Coggo.
will be, yeah.
One thing I'll be interested to see is will Andronicus return from that head bang. I reckon he's going to be massive in the second half for the Braves. Him and Turner combined up the offensive end is very hard to stop for the Huskies, especially with their they don't have a lot of strength and size about them. So I think those two on the inside will kill the Huskies. But,
I think you're right.
But time will tell.
So second half action thanks to coolturf.com.au. Here at the Bendigo Stadium. 11 points for Richards and also Adams and White for the Huskies. 15 for Turner and 10 for Andronicus. Round 5, 9th being the Braves versus 15th the Huskies. Muo, you said before that only won the one game.
Yeah, they have.
So
1 and 4, Coggo.
Here we go. Off there. That's a hard thing to do. Got there, though. Very nice work. Ray Turner.
Not bad when you can fumble the ball like that and still put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's see how they rebound the Huskies. Push to the line. Looks good from the youngster. He fell over, but he pops it in. Work by Adams.
13 points now for Adams. He's looked the goods. He's very athletic. Doesn't mind taking the ball to the ring.
Bartlett just sets up. He's got his captain telling him which way to go. I tell you what, good pressure from Ewell. Hogan. Muo. No points so far for him. He'd like it like a basket. That come off a hand. White singlet, so it'll be a blue ball.
They've only got 5 on the shot clock. Colgo, we'll see what the Braves can manufacture out of this. A nice end ball play
Just beyond it, Burton watching it from a long range. No, not that time. I'll tell you what, Bartlett's stolen it, gives it to Hogan, does the end job.
Bartlett's been outstanding tonight with the 1%ers.
So here we go for the corner. Stanwicks, not this time. Nice work, Mio. Starting to settle into his work. The new recruit for the Braves. Gave it up though, Bartlett. Adams just pushes past him. That slams it in! Adams loves it too.
He gave that some, stuffed it down.
Nice work from Adams.
An animated celebration to boot.
So, just behind it with Burton. Still, they lead by 2, the Braves. That gets taken off him. This should be an easy basket for the man who just dunked one, and he does it again! Adams!
Back-to-back dunks from Adams. That is huge.
Gee, that has lightened up things for the Huskies, and it's really lit up the crowd, which are pro Bendigo.
Yeah, the crowd are now very awake and also very aware of what Adams can bring to the table.
So, all tied up, and we didn't see this coming at all. So, interesting how it's panned out.
Well, the Huskies have come out with plenty of energy, both on the defensive end, and it's translated into offense. A couple of fast break plays. So, look, not a bad timeout from Coach Hogan, just to settle the troops, get us back into some structure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's needed too, a little bit of structure.
Don't mind seeing the dunks at all, Coggo. That's NBL 1. That's what we come for. The highlights reel is going to look very good.
Well, it's the only game on tonight, so let's just see how we go. So, Bartlett gives it that man. Why wouldn't you? Here he goes. Ray Turner. No, this time. Very delicate.
It's fantastic post up and seal from Ray Turner.
Stanwick brings it in. You give it to that man at the moment. He's on fire. Adams tries to push to the line. Muo might have gotten his way. So the foul, he will grab.
Muir not happy with that blocking foul.
First foul for the Braves.
So let's see how the boys in white go this time. Pushes hard. Richards runs into a brick wall. Adams. Richards got it back, but great defence by the Braves.
Braves running a set play here.
Burton. So Turner. They lead by 2, Braves. Muo. Hogan. We've done some work. Bartlett's done a little bit of work. Here's Burton. Gets around 1. Goes the dunk. Doesn't get there. Leads with the ref. Still got the ball though. Here's Turner. He lost it. And he lost it on his own.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Burton had all eyes for the dunk then.
Yeah, he did.
I was waiting for him to slam it down. Adams has done it down the other end. Burton couldn't deliver.
So, here they go. Ewell gives it across to Adams. Doesn't get there. And he goes again, Muo. Muo gives it up to Hogan. Bit of work to do. Says Bartlett, have a go for 3. And he gets there, Bartlett!
Bartlett's been clutch tonight. He's come to the floor when the team's needed him. He's been very good.
dragged a foul there.
Great to have Matt Andronicus back in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's Matt Andronicus checking into the game for Ray Turner. Hopefully his neck and head's all right.
So a little change there too for the Hobart men. Ewell. Let's see how they go this time. Across to Richards. Been good tonight, Richards. Got his 11 points, his T-shirt number. The youngster gets there, little tap on from White. Burton says, you're bugging around with it, boys. I'll have a crack. Bartlett thought about it. Here's Andronicus. No, not this time. He'll grab a foul, though.
Andronicus draws the foul.
So,
Caught the ball in the right spot there for a hellacious dunk, but draws the foul instead. Go to the line.
so Andronicus.
He's usually very reliable from the charity strife, Andronicus. Make amends here.
Just rolls around.
No good. More hungry
Wanted more.
Jacksburgers.
They lead by 5, though, the Braves. Duffelmeyer gets it from the youngster. Stanwicks.
Jeez, Burton's got some hops on the boards.
Richards, they've really got a purple patch going here, the Braves. Burton gives it to Andronicus. We're all waiting for a little donkey there. Adams, he's already done it twice. Oh, great defence by Burton. They still regain the ball. Geez, we've seen some good stuff like that tonight.
Yeah, just in and around the hoop, he's got some serious hops. I'd love to see a dunk contest between Burton and Adams, to be honest.
So, Muo. Here's Hogan for 3. We're all behind it. Great work, Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan returns to his early form from the first quarter. He's
So,
at 13 points now, is Chris Hogan.
here he comes for 3. Another good score by Duffelmeyer.
Duffelmeyer's only scored 5 points, but he's looked electric. He's done a lot more than that reads.
So, Andronicus. Push, push, push. Points, points. None. Muo, yes please. A couple for him.
Mio will be saying finally. He's had some good looks tonight. This hasn't quite gone his way, but
Here's Adams across to the corner. Stanwicks, give it to the Richards. Look good tonight, Richards. On this occasion, doesn't let his team down.
Richards moves to 13 points for the evening.
So, a couple of changes for the Braves.
Oh, we've got a tech out here, Coggo.
Yeah, I saw that. I just wondered what it was. I was looking to try and figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I've missed that as well. I heard them say it was on Andronicus. Might have been a little bit of colourful language directed at the umpire.
Well, they don't take it very well, and rightly so.
There's definitely no room for that on the basketball court.
No, that's exactly it. So Adams says, thanks, boys. Brings them closer and has still got the ball.
Couple of free points for Adams. He moves to 19 for the night. 10 boards as well for Adams.
So Duffelmeyer thought about it. Huskies, youngsters on the court. Gives it to his mate. And I tell you what, that's a bit of all right. Nice work from Pawson, just making his way into the court. So Hogan, Turner. Scores all level here in Bendigo. Friday night action, NBL 1, round 5. Thanks to Cool Turf. Here goes Burton all the way. Pushed a couple out of the way. but didn't get what he wanted.
I really like Burton's aggression to the rack. When he gets it, he wants to dunk it, and I don't mind that at all. It makes for an entertaining battle nonetheless.
So it'll be Burton doing his best work. Not that time.
So we've missed a lot of free throws tonight, the Braves.
Doesn't get there either. Disappointing. Who's got the ball on this occasion? Still a Braves ball.
We go watch for a NBL play here from the Braves. Watch the plays split and try to get open.
So Johnson, here's Hogan, thought about it. This time, big Ray Turner, no. Adam says, I'll take it, lads. If you don't want to get something in, I will. Doesn't need to. This bloke's been all right since he's been on. Didn't get that one, though. Pawson.
Got to say, White from the Huskies is defending Turner incredibly well down low.
Oh, here's the big fella. Gets it there, Deontay Burton.
Love the aggression from Deontay Burton.
Just been a good game. Score typifies that. Here's a big one for Duffelmeyer.
He nearly took that shot from half court, Coggo.
Just about. Got there, just missed out. I'm not sure where that was going. We'll call that a pass. Here's, I'll tell you what, that was meant as well. Not sure what's going on. What I can tell you is the men in white have got it. They trail by 2. Duffelmeyer gives it over to the corner in brown, white. Youngster loses it. Who did come off? This will be a Huskies ball. A double change for the Braves.
Yeah, don't mind that.
Johnston.
A couple of late threes in the quarter would be very beneficial for the Braves heading into the last.
Size it up, Duffelmeyer. Adams, he likes a dunk. He likes some points. Didn't get it this time. Johnston. Used it to Bartlett, who says, okay, let's settle it down, lads. Let's get a nice lead at three-quarter time. Andronicus doesn't like the call. Not going his way. Tell us more, Kyle Dundas.
Well, look, he's already been given one technical foul, so I wouldn't be spitting the dummy too much if I was Matt Andronicus.
Refs get a little bit of advice from the crowd. Pretty much tune out, I think, anyway, these days. So Adams, right behind this, not going to make it. Ball's in blue. Hands, that is. Bartlett. And they set up again. 2 to lead. It's been that way for a little while. How about this easy basket for Jake Cowling?
Great dish from Chris Hogan. Found Cowling inside. Cowling did the rest.
So let's have a look how they set up again. Hobart. Duffelmeyer's not going to give us that chance. Well defended. Well defended.
A little bit unlucky not to get a foul there. I thought he was stripped across the arms, but Braves will take it.
Well, the ref was pretty close, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Bartlett to Cowling. Little screen on there. We've got Andronicus in the paint, looking back. Here's Hogan. Going to try and push, not his go. Andronicus is there, though. Grab the foul, miss the points.
Andronicus has definitely got the size advantage inside the paint, and the Braves are trying to find him at any opportunity, which is good.
So Matty Andronicus got a clunk in the head before. He looks like he's all right now.
Very reliable player, Matt Andronicus.
Good style too. All his own as far as free throw shooting is concerned. If it goes in, it doesn't matter how you do it. You can do it under your leg if you want to.
Yeah, got the desired result.
Here's the youngster Pawson. He has a go, turns around, not this time. Good hands by White in there. Duffelmeyer, it wasn't Duffelmeyer. They look similar. He's got it now. Duffelmeyer off Adams is who I was thinking of, and he travels. Not the time to do it.
Double dribble.
Oh, was it? Sorry.
Slight difference.
So Deontay Burton will come in for Andronicus.
You're bringing, taking a centre off for a guard. They're going small-sized a little bit here, the Braves, but Huskies aren't that big themselves, so they should match up okay.
So Burton tries to go all the way. He knew wanted Hogan. Over the corner for Johnston. 3 big points. Matt Johnston.
Cash Money Johnson.
That is three-quarter time. Thanks to coolturf.com.au, Graham Jacker Holden, and also Mr. Wolf Watchers. We've got a ripper here at the Bendigo Stadium. It is the Braves, lead by 9, 65-56. Kyle Dundas, talk us through what happened third term here in Bendigo.
Yeah, well, look, it seemed pretty even. The momentum shifted a few times, but the Braves late in that corner just took a bit of commanding lead, and very important three-quarter time lead going into the last. Although at the start of that quarter, the Huskies came out with the jump, so Coach Hogan will be making sure that these players know that they've got to defend well from the get-go and not allow the Huskies to get their early jump on them. That'll be the difference and could play a pivotal role in deciding who wins this game.
Well, we found out tonight through the other game we had, which was the Braves women. They won by 7 in the end. That 9's not that many. You can come back quickly from that, so that's what they trail by the Huskies. So, yeah, things can happen and they can happen quickly, particularly in this form of basketball, which we've found the standard to be just outstanding. I can't wait till we get to later rounds. We get up to round 15, 16, even finals. I think it'll be electric.
Yeah, the improvement of the league will just naturally happen over the season, I think, and yeah, as you said, already phenomenal basketball on display here. And as you mentioned and alluded to, that the momentum shifts of this game have been huge. So it's so important to come out in the last quarter and just make sure that your team starts with the right momentum.
That's exactly it. Kyle Dundas doing some nice work tonight. NBL 1. Check out some of the games across the weekend. There's some rippers that you might like to have a look at. Most teams, or all teams in fact, streaming live, doing a good job too, guys.
It's awesome that the league are doing that, Coggo. It's fantastic that every single game of NBL 1 is streamed, coming to your lounge room, whatever you like. It's awesome.
Absolutely it is.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, final quarter action. Just about to get underway here in the Bendigo Stadium. Bendigo Braves lead 65-56.
So it appears that the Braves are starting pretty small. I don't know if that suits them, or like I've quite enjoyed watching Turner and Andronicus on the court at the same time, but then again the Huskies have gone on some quick fast breaks when those bigs are on.
That's it. Got to be a good start for the Huskies. So Ewell, White's been good. He's got 11 points so far. Doesn't look to add to it. Stanwicks is in there. Also Richards, good start. Well, it would have been. He'll grab a foul anyway.
Richards has been relatively quiet since the first quarter. I remember he shot 11 points in the first quarter. He was off to a flyer. I'd back him with these two, Coggo, judging by his mid-range jumpers that he's been showing all game.
Misses that one, needed it. Drags it back to 8. Braves. Huskies need a run. They need to start defensively right now. Here's Johnston to fix that right up. Doesn't get there this time. And Adams collects.
That would have been a huge start to the quarter for the Braves. Not to be.
Adams thought about going himself. A couple of big clunkers from him. The third term were rippers for the Huskies. Here's the youngster in Stanwicks. He does well, the boy.
That's big for the Huskies. Brings them within 7.
Make that 5.
5.
So they set up again, Johnston. Big Ray. Bartlett, like it from Uo in the corner. There's the recruit. There's the input. Well done. So Ewell. White is looking for Richards in the paint. Ewell decides no. Nods his head. Not sure what he wants to do. He doesn't know either. Here's White back with it. He'll try and push. Adams likes to get close to it. Really good defensively, Kyle, by the Braves.
Yeah, very good start to the quarter.
Muo felt he was pushed. Ref agrees, so it'll be side ball, foul. Still got Young on 4 fouls for the Huskies. Everyone else is pretty cool with the Braves too. No one's above 2.
You got plenty of fouls to give the Braves.
So Ray Turner back on. Jake Cowling takes a break. Bartlett pushes. Knew what he wanted to do to Ray Turner. Just didn't do it.
Yeah, a little bit too much Weet-Bix on that one. The idea was good though. Would have been impressive. I think the crowd would have gone to their feet if it came off the alley-oop play.
Always know when someone delivers a little gag like too much Weet-Bix and then they have a laugh themselves that not too many others are probably going to laugh with you. Here's Adams. Gives it across. Ewell thought about it. Delivered low. Good work by White. He's had a bit of Weet-Bix tonight.
He has. White's been impressive this evening. He's played great defence on Turner. And he's done it up the other end as well.
Bartlett. Good defensive pressure by the Huskies. What about this bloke from the corner? No. What about this guy in close? No. What about the Huskies delivering the ball? No. So it's with the Braves.
And again,
that was messy.
No surprises to see Bartlett on the floor there. He's done it all tonight. He's been my pick for the defensive player of this evening for the Braves. He's just thrown his body around, done everything he can. Couldn't ask for much more from Matty Bartlett.
6 the deficit for the Huskies. Burton, Ray Turner can make that a bit more. He pushes White. Still the ball in blue.
White is defending that block very, very well. Making it very hard for Ray Turner to score down there.
So Turner thinks about it, turns around, pops a couple in.
When you can shoot it from out there though, Coggo, there's no need to back your defender down.
So Adams, like to see him go hard again. He tries. Oh, he pops that in easily off the glass. So they've got the answers. They trail by 6, 7 minutes still to go in this last term. It is going to be a cracker towards the end. Bartlett's got it. Burton. Muo says it's too hot for me. Boy, you have it. Bartlett back to Johnston. Off hands. Still be a Braves ball.
Nearly got a touch in the Super U box there.
I reckon that would have sconned me before I got my hand up. That's how slow my reflexes are these days.
Bartlett takes a well-deserved rest and Chrissy Hogan comes on.
Yeah, tall for a short, so they're going a little taller.
Turner on as well, so they are very tall, the Braves at the moment.
Hogan, Johnston. Burton. Gets around a couple. Oh, it was there. We all wanted it. The crowd wanted it. Bit cute. Probably need to be consistent. Adams gives it back to White. We're on top of this here with the youngster in Ewell. He doesn't get there. And Ray Turner says, let's set it up, lads. So Muo just getting into his work, warming in. Here's big Ray Turner for 3. No. Who got the push? It'll be on White.
Not sure about that shot selection there, Coggo. Pretty early in the shot clock. Thought they could have moved the ball a little bit more, get into a set play.
Good call. So 14 on the time. Cluck. It's Hogan, Turner. Now they'll go. Will they move in the paint, Kyle, or will they try the long one? Let's have a look at Burton. He says, I'm going to go myself. Gave it up.
Yeah, they were trying to isolate Burton there. Wasn't to beat.
Push all the way. Nice work by Yule. Gives it across. There's Adams. That's good work by the Huskies.
They edge closer again, the Huskies. They're within 4.
Need to settle down. I can't believe I'm saying that with the Braves, but probably need the next points. Here's Muo for 3. The big fella doesn't get there. It's all hands for Adams. Danger time for the Braves, Kyle.
Very much so.
Just behind this, if the ref would get out of the way, didn't matter because he could stay right where he is because he didn't get it
Richards
anyway.
at the top of the key for an open 3-pointer. It was dangerous if he converted that one. Lucky he let off for the Braves.
Here's a big one. No, Ray Turner's got the hands though. He'll go back and have another go. He pushes, he shoves, can't get it in. He finally just pops it in.
Forces his way for the 2.
Took a big breath to go with it. There's Yule, not wasting any time. Muo's been defensively all right tonight. Oh, he lost it. Who's going to get this? Should be a jump. No, well done, Johnston. So defensively started with Muo. Good work by him. Braves versus the Hobart Huskies. Friday night NBL action. That one's a bit long.
They're trying to force it inside the Braves. That's three plays in a row now. A couple of missed alley-oops and then that one there.
Time to give it up?
Maybe, or just be a little bit safer with your passes on the inside. Maybe one extra pass just to make sure around the perimeter before you go inside. That was a pretty high-risk lob there. So
Duffelmeyer just waits till Stanwicks catches up. Adams had a good night so far. Adams, 23 points. Thank you very much. This boy was good early. Richards. Stanwicks, Richards. Oh, look at the delivery there, and some beautiful work by White. Grabs a foul too.
And one play coming your way, Coggo. White deserves it too. He's played very well tonight. Got in the right positions. And Matt Andronicus is not happy with the referees at the moment.
But again, you can say what you like till the cows come home. They don't change their mind. And they don't need to because they've made a call.
Exactly.
This will tighten it up. Doesn't miss too many, White. And a good time from Chris Hogan to get all the lads together for a timeout. Thanks to coolturf.com.au, Rafael's Jewelers, and also Graham Jacker Holden. Still plenty of time in the game. 4:36 on the clock. Kyle Dundas.
Yeah, Coggo, well, good timeout by Coach Hogan. Absolutely great timeout. I think it's our offensive end has really let us down the last few minutes. We've thrown the ball away. So I think Hogs will be getting the troops, running a few set plays, getting back to what they know, and getting some open looks and just some cheap points for the next couple of minutes. And then defense, I mean, you just got to work hard. You just got to work hard.
I'll tell you what, Friday night action, there'll be a lot of NBL one sides, men's sides in particular, watching this and just seeing how their weekend's going to pan out as well, because Friday night's the only game actually on a Friday night. I look at the fixture, so some ripping games across the weekend.
Yeah, plenty of great games, always great games in the NBL one, Coggo.
Ladies got up tonight, the Bendigo ladies that is, by 7 over the Hobart Huskies. What was a pretty good affair as well. The replay, NBL 1 replays there if you'd like to have a look. Trailed by a few at half time too, the Bendigo women, but got home in the end.
They did trail it, but they now remain undefeated.
So they set up again, the Braves men. Bartlett being very serviceable tonight. Bartlett gets this in, everyone's going to love him, not this time. Big Ray Turner's there and he just delivers. And grabs a foul to go with it. So just a little buffer with an extra point to come.
Ray Turner's scored himself 25 points tonight. Just a lazy night at the office.
He's been outstanding this season.
He has been very good. He's been the go-to for the Braves.
Little buff 6.
Yeah, that's a nice little buffer.
Duffelmeyer calls on Adams and says, hey lad, you've been going all right, can you get it? Richard's been okay too. Duffelmeyer wanted it. Didn't deliver. Youngster Stanwicks. Here's White. Got one in the snoz to go with it.
He's a little bit unlucky not to get a foul there, White.
Got one in the snoz. I reckon there's a little bit of blood there. He's all right. He's tough. Not much on that clock. Let's see how they deliver the Hobart Huskies. You've got Adams. Like the look of this boy. Doesn't get there. Just a little too tall as Andronicus.
It's great boards there by Andronicus.
When you're 6'6", I reckon he'd be, if not more. Bartlett. He feels the pressure. Muo. What's he got? Nice long one to Bartlett. Oh, he's hit it over his head. Round the basket, back to Moa. They'd want to be quick here to get three, and they do! The recruit, the import, does it well for the Braves.
He's played well in the second half, Mule.
Good lead of 9. Still Duffelmeyer pushes to the line. He doesn't get there. Not wasted any time, the Huskies.
Adams needed to convert that to keep the Huskies in it.
So, Matty Bartlett. Here's big Ray Turner. More points for him. How about that, Ray, tonight? 28 points.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. It's going to be tough for the Huskies to come back from here. 11 down with 3 to go.
Stanwicks gave it back. There's a big long one from Stanwicks. No one back there. Open spaces for Bartlett. Waited for everyone to turn up. Cavalry are here now. Andronicus has settled down, mate. We've got a bit of time.
They're smart. Smart play. Just be patient. Get into a set play.
Bartlett wants him to come forward. Put a screen on. Happens there. Work. Gets in there. Bartlett. Good work all the way, Matt Bartlett.
Brilliant play off the on-ball screen by Matt Bartlett.
So, White just gets a couple back. Desperately needed, though.
Keeps them in it, just.
They still in the game?
Yeah, only just. They need a stop here, the Huskies.
So, Burton, defensively been pretty good tonight. Muo got himself into the game, thought about it, just pops a little floaty job up and says, lads, I'm starting to like this place called Bendigo. Good timeout too.
Muo's really found his groove in this second half. He's looked back at home in Bendigo.
Yeah, he has, absolutely. You wouldn't have liked last week's tape. This week's tape's going to deliver a few more results for him. He's looked a lot better. 10 points so far, and that's possibly what you'd want from your import anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. He started the game tonight, but he didn't have it all his way in the first half. He put up some nice shots that just didn't drop, but in the second half, those ones have gone for him. So he'll take a lot of confidence into future games.
Exactly right. Braves are back here next Sunday, by the way. Mother's Day, they take on the Geelong Supercats. Women from 12, men at 2, so that's going to be a big one. Plenty of NBL 1 action across the weekend as well. So, whoever your team is, make sure you jump on the NBL 1 website and have a look.
Yeah, they're a bit of the big brothers, Geelong, aren't they? Slightly bigger club.
Well, they are, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. I mean, there's teams in this competition from everywhere. You know, your Waverleys and your Diamond Valley,
yep.
And they're everywhere. I think it's fantastic.
And there's a lot of mini rivals everywhere as well, isn't it?
Yep,
it's great.
Definitely. Nice distance away too. Frankston to Bendigo is a nice little drive. Having said that, the boys from Hobart would know all about that.
Yeah, they'll be on the flight every second weekend.
Yeah, doesn't take long to get to Victoria though. So Adams has just changed his shirt. He's picked up the number 52. Big long one is on. Sucked a few people in. Easy points though for Adams. It's actually White that's changed his shirt. A little bit of blood. So we look out for the number 52 is now White. Andronicus, Burton. Back to Muo. He drives, gets there, nearly. Oh, little tap. Delicate. You'd trust him with your fine furniture, wouldn't you, Andronicus? He just wouldn't drop it. Little tuck at the back there was Bartlett. I'll just keep possession of the ball.
Andronicus has had a great game tonight. He's 14 points, definitely well and truly done his job. He's been strong inside.
Timeout. Hobart Huskies. What would they be saying? They're 13 down.
I would probably be saying, Coggo, what should we have for dinner? I think the game's over. I think where's good spots to eat out in Bendigo? That would be the kind of conversation I'll be having now. I don't think they're much of a chance. I mean, yeah, if they get a couple of quick buckets, maybe they've got half a sniff, but I think the game's done, Coggo.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You've got to come all the way over here, as you said. You know, you get here, you probably get a bit of lag, not so much jet lag, but possibly just a bit of tiredness. You know what it's like. And yeah, it's no excuses, I know. You've got to travel everywhere, and these boys have got to go to Tassie as well. So,
yeah, I think you get used to it as well. Like obviously the Braves boys only have to, but you don't get jet lag from travelling down to Melbourne. But it's still your legs are a bit stiff for a few hours in a car. It's very similar to being on a flight. So you just got to get used to it. So unfortunately tonight it looks like the Huskies are going to miss out. Got to say, I'm very impressed with White from both White and Adams. From the Huskies. Yeah, they've had a great game. White has defended, although Turner's had a relatively big night, he has defended the post very well.
So let's see what they can get out of the last minute 20. So White, Richard's been all right as well. He's got 14 points, make that still at 14. Tried to get ahead of myself, didn't work, young Kyle. Bartlett, so Muo says, we got time, lads. Let's just have a little play around, eh? Burton. Needs to move. Clock starting to wind down. You'll see that on the Super U scoreboard. Turner, this looks all right from him. He's been good in that. It was very good.
Racks up 30 points straight, Turner. Unbelievable night.
Bendigo Braves just starting to get into some form. Here's a long one from Adams. No. Bartlett, who had a hand on it. Duffelmeyer complains. Bartlett says, don't you worry, boy, I've still got it. Tanner Rayner's going to have a late run with the Bendigo Braves. Well done to Deontay Burton tonight. He takes the break. And well done to Ray Turner. There's Jordan Mangan.
Yeah, both the imports have had a terrific night in the office. Done the job.
Well-earned break.
They can put the feet up now.
So Bartlett. Scott Mangan the other side. Decides to try and push himself. Uo is open in the corner. He moves around. Just winding it down. Nice work for Mangan in there. Oh, well defended though by Richards.
Would have been nice to see Mangan get a couple of points.
Yeah, the coach just talking. Here's Andronicus. Doesn't get there. He's got another go at this, Matty. Grab a foul.
He's very good at finding his own rebound, is Matty Andronicus.
It does help that he's about a foot taller than everybody else, though, doesn't it? I mean, his arms are, you know, he's 6'6", he puts his arms up, he's 7'1".
He's, I'm not sure if he still does it, but I know that he used to do a bit of CrossFit. So
he loves that technique, doesn't he?
Yeah,
it just gets him home every time.
Very sweet shot.
Spoke to Taylor Bell at the break, the Braves assistant. Well done, Muo. Got a few to beat here. Throws it a bit long. Well, forgive him, he hasn't been too bad. Taylor wanted to keep the opposition under 80. They've done that. That's what he said at half-time, the assistant coach of the Braves.
And Taylor Bell's very much as he said at half-time, defensive mindset.
Yep.
And the Braves have delivered.
Here's White just to top things off for the youngsters in the Huskies. Doesn't get there, doesn't matter, they do lose. 16 is the win in the end, the Braves 89-73 here at the Bendigo Stadium. NBL 1 action for coolturf.com.au. The Rafael's Jewelers crew and also Graham Jacker Holden. Kyle, wrap it up, tell us about this game.
Yeah, well, it was a lot closer than the final margin sort of led us to believe. But the Huskies came to play. They did very well to. They did their best to guard Ray Turner on the inside, but Ray with 30 points probably had the better end of the stick. And in the end, the Braves were just a bit too good, taking it out. 16-point win, 89-73.
Yeah, good in the end too. Certainly, basketball fans have got their fix tonight.
Yeah,
Great game by the women. They won by 7, and the men, as you saw, 16 points to win. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I thought, as well as Ray Turner, Matty Bartlett tonight was outstanding, and also Matt Andronicus in the inside just banged away on the boards all night, and definitely deserves a mention. But great win by Bendigo.
Yeah, Adams was great. 25 for the Huskies, 18 for White. He was sitting on 4 fouls for a while, and so was Young. They were under pressure with that. 14 to Richards, but for the Bendigo Braves, 30 for Ray Turner. What a game. 15 for Andronicus. He was terrific. Hogan chipped in with 13, and Muo kind of crept up on us and got 10, the import, which I think everyone was hoping for that kind of success.
Yeah, had a good second half, Muo, but the Braves moved to 4 wins and 3 losses. It's nice to be above the amount that you've lost. The winning column is better than the losing column, so that's always a good sign. Yeah,
exactly right. Well, that's the situation here tonight. NBL 1 action. It was the Braves women by 7, 79-72 over the Hobart Huskies, and the men's game just completed, 89-73. It was a Braves win. That's round 5 NBL 1 action here at the Bendigo Stadium. Good job, Kyle.
Thanks, Colgo.
We'll talk real soon. We'll be back here home next Sunday v Geelong for the Bendigo Braves Geelong clash. Have yourself a good weekend.
A couple of big contributors tonight on the scoreboard. Who did you have as the MVP?
Ray Taylor was fantastic, but as I just said to you, I think our MVP tonight, because he really set the tone on the other before, was Matt Bartlett.
Yeah, absolutely. He played the game tonight. Matt Bartlett, congratulations. MVP, not you, Jack. Matt Bartlett. That's what you get at a good cards with no game worse. Matt, great job, mate, tonight. You were hustling the hell out of it on the defensive end. Got a few points on the boards as well, which was nice. You pretty happy with the performance tonight?
Yeah, and whichever way it went, so defensively and making some easy buckets, but anything I can contribute to the team hustle-wise or whatever it may be, I'm looking to bring something.
Mate, if you keep throwing those ridiculous lead passes to Turner, you're going to have to pay for his chiropractic bill. There's no way as soon as you let it go, I see on your face, you knew that was big. And Ray was like, but mate, congratulations. Nice on the red to keep you warm at night. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Matt Bartlett and your Bendigo Braves. Next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, Mother's Day. What better place to bring your mum for Mother's Day than the Bendigo Stadium? Give an early luncheon and then get in here and see the champions IGA Braves